it's not too loud, should be good. Whenever you guys come in the stream, let me know. Say what's up to your boy. Hit some comments. I'm gonna try and be there to answer questions, all that kind of stuff. We will get into this illustration. Let me turn the music down for myself a little bit. And I'm gonna try and be in this microphone so that you guys can hear. Also too, just a quickie. You guys, I am super tired. I probably had like maybe 2-3 hours of clean sleep, and I like fell asleep right before I got on stream, like 20 minutes. I knocked out and like I'm back up. So I'm just saying that because if I'm a little dull, that is why. And then something else hit my mind, and I've been like kind of thinking about that. So your boy's gonna try to bring the best though. So one thing is that I have a deadline for this chapter in the comic, so I will be starting to work on that right now. And then as people start coming in to the room, I will be what will I be doing? See, the tiredness started. I'll be jumping back to the Kingdom Hearts piece, and I believe I have a video of that stuff, but I should have prepped it here. But what I think I'll do is I'll make it downloadable for the patrons, and it's just gonna be like a raw, uncut video of some of the process for making that thing. So, ooh man, this is gonna be fun. 2 hours, right? But yeah, there's no one's here yet, so I'm going to just start working on some of these pages and stuff like that for the comic. So wake up. Also, when somebody gets up in here, hold on, let me try and do some stuff. I probably shouldn't do that. Let me see if I could see something. Yeah, also too, it doesn't look like my messages there that had the link to this file for you guys. So I'm gonna try and re-put that in. So one sec, real quick. Dang, it's like, how do I do that without not showing you guys? Let me just do this real quick. I'll do it off screen so you guys won't see all of my stuff. Oh yeah, oh no, no worries, it's cool. Okay, cool. All right guys, hold on, let me get this for you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna start getting in this stuff. Oh man, okay, I don't know. You know what? This just may not be a perfect stream. None of them are. So this is gonna be my tired boy stream. Let me just get this file for you guys, for those that come. Where are you at? I'm looking for it. Ooh. Keep doing this. Keeps right thing then. Let me drop this real quick, guys. That's the link for the for the story image that I have promised those that would be coming in. Right at the top, it's right in the chat. So, okay, cool. Let's start it. Yeah, let's go. Ooh-wee. Gotta make sure my voice is like. Okay, so on this page we have the father who's going to be leaving home and walking to the store. So, but now that I'm kind of looking at this page, I'm trying to see, help the narrative, help your eyes be led to lead you that way. So if we're starting here, right? Starting here, I want so I mean, and I guess that's what's up. You're gonna see father here. This is gonna symbolize the door that he's exiting. So it'd be cool maybe if I have some kind of marker here that then you did see here. What's going on? Everything is like slanted. Like, is that me? And then there we go. He was supposed to be walking right here, you know. That kind of makes sense. As he's moving through, this was going to be a panel where you were going to see him and what he was thinking, but I decided to not have you know what he's thinking. A quiet person that you don't know what they're thinking, you know. I just see what they're thinking by their actions. So that's what this all is. So, and then I think I should have him here as well. And this was going to be the store. So just to kind of say, oh, this is store here. Okay. There's a perspective. I forgot where it's at, where the stuff is going. But yeah, so him walking, that he's all in perspective with everything that's going on too. So yeah, I think that's how this is basically the layout for this page. Have birds chirping, just to kind of feel, give us the vibe of him outside, give us the vibe of all this nature that he's surrounded by. Because of course we didn't see this huge tree invading the entire area, which kind of tells you kind of like more of the place that he's at, more of the place where he lives at. So yeah, okay, let's continue on. Oh man, gonna be a toughy one. Tough one. And feel the, and I think I want to have a page where I am like sketching on the side. So I just, I may be trying to do too much right now, but man. I am so tired right now. I am so really not feeling that well. But we're gonna do the best we can. Oh, dude, Kai, what is good with you? Yeah, I was just talking about how like I am so tired right now. Super tired. I got like 2-3 hours it's just a short chapter, so it's just gonna be this here. So let's just, matter of fact, since you're here, we'll look at what I have to do. Mostly there's some adding of, let me make this a little bit bigger too. There'll be adding of dialogue that we need. And there's actually not going to be that much dialogue. There's going to be some here where the wife is talking to the husband, and some on this page, and this page here, and some of the last pages. So that's been something I've been like kind of trying to rework and script out and all that kind of stuff like that, and really just want something that feels very natural to those characters. But yeah, this is it. This is so if I had to give like some percentage, this page 2 is probably about, I want to say like 90. Page 3 could be like 90-ish. Page 4 could be like 80-ish. 5 like maybe 85-ish, 90-ish. 6 got like, maybe it's got our foundation, so probably about 60%. 7's kind of got the foundation with some inking, so that's about 70%. Page 8, which I showed you a while ago, except I started to add some tones to kind of really, and I added a panel up here that I still got to figure out like how I want to no, not 90 pages. This was just freaking 15 pages. Let me go in on this one. Yeah, so adding in something at this panel up here, I wanted to show him coming back home, and coming back into his front door. So I still trying to figure out how to set that panel up, set that kind of story up, because I felt like there needed to be something here. I don't know, this is like him oh, wow, hold on. Everything's all slowing down. Him going to the door. I know, I'm super tired right now. I was like, oh, this is probably not a good idea, but I committed to my word. And I knew, like, coming in, I knew when I got off of work, I was like, oh, I should really take a nap, but I forgot what had happened. I was like, you know what, no, I feel good right now, let me try to get in some drawing, some pre-drawing stuff and all this. I should be fine. And like now I'm like, it's like my stomach feels goofy, my head feels goofy, and all that. Yeah, oh, freaking dope. Freaking G. Yo, Poi, what is up? Yeah, so I think I was gonna have him like back into the front door or something like that. So, you know, this is the page that I was gonna be working on, where he's leaving his house. Right up here, where's my notes? Right in this panel here, and then you seeing the house. So I didn't know if I was like trying to think, should I just go with a basic him back up here? And what is so cool is like, dude, I could probably just reuse the same asset and just show him at his door or something like that, which I'll probably do. I'll see how it feels, and then maybe I'll do a like short little panel over here where hold on, a short panel. It's hard to see when they like blew out the stuff. Let me add a white, add this, come on, like a short panel over here of him opening the door, you know, or cracking the door. So I would do this one instead of him in front of the house, right? Crack the door, and then boom. What I liked about, like, kind of went back to kind of like my old school, like just using more tones, and because you had brought up tones, I was like, oh yeah, I should, like, you know, and just trying to give this like a whole new environment feel, like he's coming from the light into the darkness, and again he's about to go and handle this work of cleaning up all this stuff, which is, I guess, what he's doing in the first page. You're seeing him try and getting up all this greenery and all that kind of stuff like that, you know. So I still have to kind of fill that in. That's what this is, you know, him working hard and making all this noise. And that's his wife comes out like, oh, we're trying to sleep, like, yo, like you can kind of calm down on this, you know. And so yeah, just trying to storytell this one thing. And then we basically come in the end where he's done and his hands, you know, his hands are just aching from all the hard work. Title of this chapter is called Hands. And it's just basically about like him working really hard to, you know, protect his family. You know, his wife talks to him about like, hey, you don't have to, oh my gosh, sorry, my little dog over here like keeps crying. I just fed him and gave him some water, but I'm like, why are you crying? So yeah, the whole thing is about him and how he wants to protect his family. There's stuff that I'm trying to say without saying it because he's worried that they're gonna be found out for a certain thing, and she's trying to basically say that we are in God's hands, so don't trip. So, and even in that, this is a fictional story, you know, so when you're putting in God, which and based off of your faith, you know, if you believe God is real or not, that's something I try to keep figure out. How do I this is probably just a personal question for myself, but basically they are people of faith that also do believe that God is going to protect them. So she's trying to let him know we're in his hands. So there's a whole like little thing here with the story. And then at the end, and right now he's supposed to be holding his daughter, so she's in his hands, you know. So it's a lot of deep coolness going on. People will probably not even get it or understand it at this moment, which is fine. But the main focus of the main thing is a father basically working to protect his family. And I kind of wanted to just do that here. And as the main story goes on, you will start to see, you learn more about her parents, which you'll start seeing more in her actions. You know, why she's this, well, how does she know how to fight? How is she, you know, doing all these things or whatever? That's because of her parents and all this stuff. Wow, feels like I've been talking for a cool minute. Yo, Kendall, what up, fam? What's good? I know it's just like super small, so I'm trying to figure out, like, I want the father to feel massive, and I'm like, is this still like a couple days after the birth, which is what it's supposed to feel like it's supposed to be. But I think I don't know, I might get some reference because I think I'm gonna make her a little bigger, but I want his hands to feel massive. So we'll see what we come out with the end. Okay, so matter of fact, since you guys are here, Poi, Kendall, Kai, I also have the this here that I promised people that I'll be going over, like this file here. I feel like I'm so like dry right now. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me, but we're gonna do our best. So since you guys are here, and I don't want you guys, I'm not really sure how long I'll be on stream. Actually, I might cut it early. But I wanted to kind of go over the process of this here, and I was actually thinking of adding these characters too, so it's kind of cool. It's some little BTS for you guys. But since you guys are here, like, I want to yo, Justin, what up with it? I'm so thankful for support, you know, from you guys, and like I want to really shine on those that really support me, that really, you know, come out, comment, all that kind of stuff, show that love. Like, it really means a lot. You know, I think you guys all know that, and I really want to support you guys too. I hope y'all feel that, you know, whether it's IG or whatever. But since you guys are here, like, I don't want you guys to have to wait like an hour or two just to see some of this or me sharing some of this. Matter of fact, the link at the top of the chat is the file for this if you guys want this for your phone, or you just want the artwork, it's there. But yeah, so let me know if you guys want me to go through this. I could start going through it right now. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Feels like I did eat a whole bunch of McDonald's and it's in the bottom of my stomach, even though I didn't eat McDonald's. Sometimes that happens when I eat McDonald's and I'm just like, ugh, like, what the freak, like, I don't feel good. So just let me know in the comments and we can like run through this and have fun with this here. It looks like it'll be fun to, like, you know, see what I was doing, because I haven't been in this file for a cool minute. So yeah, and I don't want you guys to have to wait. But yeah, cool. Kai, I see what's up. If anybody else, that's hilarious. I didn't eat McDonald's, but it just feels like I did, because when I don't sleep and I'm freaking trying to do all this stuff, my stomach feels like I ate McDonald's, and I'm just like, what the mess. Cool. Okay, cool, guys. I'm gonna jump into this. It'll be fun to jump into this. You're like, I want to see comments up too. All right, cool. Maybe I'll wait a little bit for this. Let me just, matter of fact, let me go back to the comic stuff. But if you guys really want to see it, like Kendall, Justin, if you're still here, J-Poi, if you're here, like, yo, hit me in the comments and maybe I'll just jump back and do that. But I guess it's kind of like my process. You can kind of talk about my process and stuff like that. I do a lot of jumping. I think sometimes that's really good for me, because sometimes I don't have answers, or sometimes, like, again, how I was showing you guys, like, oh yeah, like, you know, that panel where he's leaving the house, how I could just use that same work right here for this page. You know, and that's just like kind of a efficiency, or like being smart, because again, like if I had all the time and all this and that, you know, like, again, I want to draw everything and, you know, all this kind of stuff, but I have to be like really smart about the time and everything like that. So 5 years, I know, like, yeah, McDonald's, yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But so, you know, I'm trying to be smart about the storytelling. I was trying to be smart about the tools that I have, you know, even like I talked about these hands. These are actually my hands. I took a picture of them and I just went over them in the file. Let me see if they're still there. And like a long time ago, I probably would have never even done that. I would have been like, oh no, like I have to be a master and draw these like right here, right now. And like, your boy's always studying. We're always studying, but the whole thing is like, how much time do I have? You know what I'm saying? And when you think about professionals, you think about like, sometimes I forget that, you know, it's just, you know, I gotta be smart. Looks like I already erased them out of the thing. But yeah, I took pictures of my hands, and I took a picture of one hand and I took a picture of the other hand, and then I like just figured out a way to merge it, and then I actually drew over top of them. It's almost like a trace. That's why these hands look so good. So like, it's kind of interesting, because I normally would feel so shameful for that, but I know who I am. You know, I know that all these hand studies that I'm doing, well, Kendall knows, you know, that I'm doing off the side to get better at drawing hands, and that this is for a shot that I needed. I kind of used it as training too, you know, just to kind of feel and draw over my own hands. And it was smart, it was quick, And yeah, so I just had to be really smart about this, doing that for this page. So let's see what's it. I'm looking at the progress of the K-Hate. Yeah, he's like, yo, you want to see that Kingdom Hearts, you want to see them colors while this Final Fantasy 15 is playing. I'll turn it up for y'all. Never mind, turn it down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go over that in just a bit. Let me see if there's anything else in this comic as far as the main stuff that I can, because we're gonna come back to this anyway. I don't know. Yeah, usually like loosely sketching out these pages and then just start developing them. And what I'm starting to do now as I develop, it's kind of like not having a certain format of maybe kind of too hard to try to explain, but I don't know, the way that I jump into it now, like for instance this picture here, like I really wanted to draw this out. I drew it out on paper first and inked it out on paper. I just wanted to touch it, I wanted to feel it, and it's kind of like now sometimes when I go after stuff, it's like what feels good to me, instead of like, oh, I have to do it this way. I have to draw and sketch everything on paper, then I have to ink it, I have to final ink it, and then I have to scan it. It's like no. What feels good right now? Sometimes it feels good to go in and just draw it digitally, and sometimes it feels good to paint what I'm trying to do. Like again, look at this here. I mean, even with the color panel up here, like I was feeling these colors, I was feeling, okay, I can feel that, I didn't do this on original paper, I did it in the freaking program. So it's all about now kind of attacking my stuff of like, how do I feel, and then it's converting it all into like one format at the end, that is workable, readable, or whatever. Yeah, I actually like just drew over my own hands. I like didn't even do the like just have it to the side and draw it and stuff like that. I just drew over the hands, my hands. So like this is like, but it's so cool because like I still am using like the idea of like line weight and stuff. So it was kind of like more of a training of like not so much like the form as it was the language of the lines. Like you see where it gets thick, where it gets thin. It gave me a chance to like practice on that. And it's kind of interesting. I just think about something my teacher was talking about. It's like focus on one thing when you're doing something. So yeah, it wasn't like the focusing on like drawing hands. There's so much, just drawing in general, there's so many ways to attack it. And this is something I could talk to you too about, Kendall. There's so many ways to attack a thing. Like there's the form, like the shape, there's then there's muscles. There's so many things to think about, especially in the hands. There's so much going on. It's crazy. I've been trying to restudy hands and I'm like, oh my god, like it's gonna take me like 10 years to like get good at hands. I thought I was good at hands. I tried drawing some hands and I was like, I'm not that good. I need to go back to school with these things. But what was cool about taking the image, at that point, it was just mostly, see these here, like figuring out how to use these lines to really get the depth and get the feel of these hands. Let me turn the music down. I hope it's not too loud. I got the mic right on my lips, so I use this for training. Now again, I told you guys, like we're always trying to do like, we're trying to combo stuff. I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this as line training. Line weight training. All these lines could look to be the same width and you would not get this kind of feel, you know what I'm saying? And there's still more that I could actually do with it, but I knew I was going to paint this and I wanted color to really be a point in here, I wanted to have that kind of depth. So that's why and even right now, like I still may figure out how to I still may kind of dial certain things down or up or whatever. So, I wonder why that's. It's like oh my gosh, my computer's thinking. It's like the colors on top of the lines. I wonder why I didn't just put it in a multiply. So I can always, oh wait, no. Yeah. White over, okay. I don't know why. But you know, I can always double that layer, my line layer, to have that stuff come out a bit thicker. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, so that was my training. I used my own hands for training, and now we're using them for the panel and to get that feeling over. So yeah, just trying to be really smart. Yeah, I know. And I was like, because what's interesting is like, I traced this, right? Well, supposedly traced it, right? And I looking at it, I'm like, that looks awkward as heck. That's why I wish I had the image still. I was like, I don't know what happened to the image, but I was like, wait, does my thumb really do that? Would it really do that? Or is my translation of the lines? I think if I just, let me show you real quick. If the line, you know, were translated a little bit better, it may not feel as awkward. But I don't know, because it still feels a little bit awkward right now. So again, that's also a training too, how to make this work with the lines. We're just using 2D forms to to show this stuff, right? So even this here, you know, but it was training. It's training. So, and I may jump back at it if I have time. Yeah, I could do that. I probably will also lasso it. For some reason, I don't know why, I just feel like keeping it. Maybe because it was like, that is my actual hand. And I'm like, I want to keep it, but it feels even weirder now. But I think I want to go back and look at the reference and just see why, do a better job at what would you call it, what's the word, observation. Because us as artists, it's real, a lot of it is about how we observe things. And this, if I traced over it, then why does it look awkward? So that's where I want to go and observe, you know, what was going on or whatever in that thing. Did I observe it correctly? So it's all a training, you know. Now again, I'm not like, hey guys, let's trace everything. Like I would have never done something like this, but I was thinking of production. I was thinking of like, how do I get what I need in a small amount of time? And then how can I use it as training? And I use my own hands. So, but now as an artist, I can always go in and change this and do stuff like that, which we'll probably see on the final. Yeah. But all the rest of this is, yeah, just from sketch to drawing and all this kind of stuff like that. So, yeah, it's like super awkward. But I'm like, dang, I want to go back and find the actual photo of this thing, but I don't want to go. I'll do that later. That's a me thing. Thank you guys for pointing that out. Okay, cool. Let's go and check this out real quick. Let's see. Okay, cool. Got a couple people here. We'll go over this real quick. Also, too, just a little nod in the reflection. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys know who that is. You KH fans, Kingdom Heart fans, if you guys know who that is, put in the comments. You should know. If not, I'll let you guys know. So let's break this down. I kind of went over what I had a little bit earlier. Kind of want to see if I had let me just start breaking this all up. Okay, paper, right? Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, exactly. So of course, this is kind of like a shot or a scene from one of the dopest areas in the game, which I think you actually start off in this area, and it's like this infinite space, and I just loved it, and I wanted to draw him there. I don't know, oh my gosh, it's if any, I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds for those, see if you guys know who that character is in the reflection. But it looks like and I'm gonna also too, again guys, if you guys want the video, I'm gonna put actually that's supposed to be a nod to the Patreons. I'm gonna drop the video in of me actually working on it, and start recording some more. Yeah, Roxas, I believe. Now I'm questioning myself if I know who it is. Roxas. So again, start off with the sketch. You guys know how I usually do, just like real raw. This is kind of like what I was feeling. Possibly was looking at ref. I looked like I had smoothed it out and started to like clean up the lines. And this is how big he actually was going to be for this piece. So I think I had moved the arms around. I just wasn't feeling the placement and all this kind of stuff. Looks like we have some colors here. Trying to figure out some colors, and it looks like I just painted on top of that. Let's see. Oh, sorry for giving the answer. Okay, so yeah, and it looks like, I don't know if I had the idea for Roxas yet before I started smoothing out, but yeah, just kind of like a basic paint. Looks like what's going on, and then trying to get a reflection. Really just, looks like I tried to really attack this straight on, and I'm just gonna run through this because I kind of wish I had a better breakdown of this for you guys, but it's been so long. I did this last year and wanted to do this whole video thing of it, and put that up and everything like that, but I didn't do it because there was a lot of time and stuff like that. So, but let's see what's going on with this actual sketch here. Let's see if okay, my program's thinking. I think what let's see, like you paint Julie because, oh, thank you Kai. Yeah, like I feel like it's like, I know, I really enjoy how I paint digitally too. I hope we all do, but I don't know, I feel like I go at it, I go at it more traditional, in a traditional stance or a traditional way, for the most part, just because I want it to feel like it wasn't digital, but actually I want it to feel like it is digital too. I don't know, I just want you to feel the stuff, you know. Okay, well, I guess I can't really break this down because I smashed everything together, smashed all the lines and all this kind of stuff like that, but we just can closely look at it. As you guys can see, it's not like some perfect, you know, pa-ching, 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 you know, that means like, you know, I don't know, perfect everything. You can, and it's kind of interesting because like if you get close to any of most artworks, you'll see like, oh, that mess it's just this color here, a dot here, this line here, that, and everything, and you kind of can see that it's just possibly methodical lines and colors put in the right place to manipulate your mind to see a little bit more or stuff like that. But I don't think I'm like really on that kind of level. But again, when I look at this, I see that it's just, you know, some basic things put in place. But as you look further away, you can kind of get a feeling for it. And again, there's some things I do not like about this, but we're not going to talk about that. Not right now. So yeah, but one thing I wanted to do was add these cool guys up in there. This was another crispy. Right. So I wanted to add our two compadres up in there. So it's going to be originally all three of them. I think the whole thing though was that it was just taking so long to perform all this. Let's see, this is a rough. But look at that rough. It was beautiful. The whole thing was like us trying to get those motion, get the feeling down. But I think I was just gonna have them, I don't know if they're gonna be walking in. It looks like he's just chilling. It's kind of fun drawing like Disney characters, which I usually don't do, because it's like I get to kind of think a little bit differently. Thinking of like just kind of big shapes, you know, as like most Disney artists, you know, focus on those big shapes. Even though these are kind of like static poses, but it's kind of like the way they engineered these characters, which is kind of cool. So maybe I should draw more Disney characters for fun. And again, a lot of times when I'm doing fan arts, it's like all training, you know, a lot of training. So that's how I like utilize it. It's a way as like what do I want to call it? I have not even drawn anything for you guys. I'm just showing you stuff, but hopefully you guys are getting something out of it. It's another way of observing, I would say. So yeah, those guys were gonna get in there. This right here, this little dust brush, this is a brush that I got on to make all these sparkles and all this kind of stuff. So you guys download that. It's you can find it in your material if you have Clip Studio. If you go to the these are old files. If you go to your, if you have this, shoot, what is it? Manage materials, Clip ad set right here. Download these fun stuff, man. There's a lot of goodies on here. And you know, can always experiment stuff that people have made, different brushes, different materials, and we can use them to help with efficiency. Like, look at this. This is like probably it's a image material, different stuff to, you know, utilize and see if you can, like this right here. This, I should download this right now. Since my stuff uses a lot of plants and stuff in these kind of shapes. So sign in. Okay, we'll do this later then. You know, because I'm trying to get a professional quality with like half the time that professionals get. You know what I'm saying? Got the full-time job, so I come home and it's like, okay, how do I execute a professional look with the time? So I gotta, like, you know, we gotta think how to do that. So I'm gonna turn the music down. Hopefully it's not too loud. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to this piece. Oh, we got some lines here, so let's look at that again. Just trying to find out where I can have these lines make things look interesting, and also give this drawing a weight. You know, again, like when you add shadows to things, it makes it come alive. When you basically show that there is a light source, you're saying there is life here. there is a reality here, you know what I'm saying? So you know, in thinking of that, like how to you know, drop in some nice darks, some blacks, or whatever you want to call it. And what's so cool is that this then also too becomes a design, thinking of maybe if you want them all to be kind of like a triangle type of shape, you're then thinking sort of possibly graphic designery, and utilizing I don't know how to explain it, but you're using design in the creating of something. It's so hard. It's weird. I'm trying to get my thoughts out. But yeah, so I'm trying to think if I would do this. And again, these lines are very, you know, they're very kind of still raw. Still kind of feels like, you know, somebody drew them on paper. And usually that's the kind of feel that I'm going for. I think I am trying to clean it up sometimes a little bit more now as I go about things. So but yeah, this background, as you can see, they're just kind of interesting brushes put together. I love clouds, so I like to you know, do for me stuff like that, build volume and all this kind of stuff, because it's like an infinite time for me to do that, you know. And I wanted to utilize the what's that mess called, this the platform, or I want to say the composition, and just show this rising cloud out of it, you know. So yeah, guys, that I believe is it. I put my name at the top, and but I had ideas of also having some different kind of Kingdom Hearts symbols to put at the top, but I guess I didn't go with it because I don't know, I just didn't do it. But yeah, that's this piece. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Skirox is back down there, his nobody, if you know the story. So for those that get it, they'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, little sidey. All right, cool. Let me see, it's about 7:51 right now. I'm trying to think if I want to go jumping into this comic, or if I want to, because what I want to start doing, I just want to start drawing my characters more and posting Day, the main character, more, and stuff like that. So I had this little sheet of paper on the side to start doing that, but also got to do this comic, and I'm also halfway, well, I'm not too tired right now, but yeah. But if there's anything else you guys want to see or want me to talk about, buzz my brain about, I think we're gonna, since we were talking about this so much, we're gonna fix this thumb real quick, or we're gonna get something that feels casual. We'll just move this thumb in real quick. I think we'll just, let me see. I don't even know. Everything's changing. It's still so very awkward. Wish I had my reference to look at it again. But you know, maybe something like that. Just kind of have these fatty tissues over this here, kind of breaking that up a little bit, so it kind of feels like that this area is in the front of this area. So I'll try to maybe work around, work that in. I don't know, maybe I don't need all this. Kind of get that feel out. But I have time, I can go back to this, just get away from it, see what it feels like or whatever. But that's probably a lot better than that. It's a little bit better. And then if I want to, I can rotate this, thinking about how the thumb works. And again, still like really learning. I could look at my own thumb and see how this rotates. I could actually put this here and maybe rotate it just a little bit, where it would probably rotate. I'm like, dang, let me look at my thumb. Trying to think of like how it moves in. You know what I'm saying? Let's maybe bring that down a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, this feels a little bit better. But yeah, thank you guys. Set up my thumbnail shots. How do you know what to place in each panel? I know it's a weird question. No, that's not a weird question. That's like the whole thing. That's like, Kindle, that's like all my brain is doing the whole entire time. Like, and that's why sometimes things could take so long, because it's like, I could do anything. There could be any shot. There'd be a shot of this could be anything. This page, this bottom of this page could be, I can explain this in 3 different pages, you know. That's the whole thing, you know. It's like it can be based upon your preference and what you're doing, this could be totally different. And it's like, I think the frustrating part for me is like, what is the best thing? And sometimes I go back, or I'm holding on to my past, like, oh, I don't think anybody gets my comics. They don't get my storytelling, or, oh, this and that. And you start having this whole battle on the inside. But to me, I'm trying to tell it visually so that the words only add to what is going on. So when there is dialogue, it only adds to what's going on. But I could also do it the flip way, where the words and the dialogue really take form, and the drawings are kind of just giving more to the words. So it really matters about the kind of the way you want it to direct it, And again, like, even for this project, I call myself a director. Like, we're shooting a film. I think of it, I love film. I want to direct film. I said this plenty of times. So I think of this kind of like as a filmmaker, and these are like my storyboards, but the way that I'm using this format is as a comic to display shot to shot to shot, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I'm thinking of, is there enough information to tell you where we're at, what's going on? So this kind of picks up right after our last episode, but does anybody understand that this is that same room that the child was born in, that this life is the same stuff that we ended off with? I'm hoping they do. But in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, this shot, maybe I should have used something that, matter of fact, let me just open up the previous one. But yeah, because that's a good question. Okay, that's not what I wanted. No, this is not what I want either. Where's my stuff? Manage works. Hold on, guys. Let me go all the way up. And let's just open this up. So, and let's see what I decided to do compared, because this is how I'm trying to answer my questions from when I'm going into this chapter. Hold on, I can't see anybody. I can't see anything that's going on. Okay, come on, Clips. Clips is working on it. It's working. Hold on, guys. It's real dark in here. Yeah, you can save them all at once. You can batch upload, export them all at once, all this kind of stuff like that. So it's very helpful, this version. And then too, like I can move them around. I'll move this page here or there. Sometimes, especially, I do a lot of that when I'm like setting up and drawing the thumbnails and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh wait, this might actually work here. Or I'll see something in this page, I'll cut it, I'll paste it in this one, and then I'll do something like that. But this is the same room, and oh man, no, I'm not even gonna beat myself up, because I'm like, oh, the greenery is like, that mess is all over the place. And so we're going back to that room. It's the same room right here too. So I'm like, okay, how do I show in this one shot like something that's impactful, something that no, I'm not talking about this one, but this is that same room. Of course, there is no greenery, and again, this is a very impactful page. Like, I'm trying to think. Let's just talk about this page real quick. B, what's up? Welcome, bro. How much is the upgrade for EX? I don't know, but yeah, Kai, especially for what you're doing, I think you really need EX. It'll help you really see all your stuff, and you're really able to direct and be able to, utilize that as a director. If we're all directors, then we need to know that B's a director, and we're directing a story. It's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people may not know, oh, it's just a comic, you just draw from page to page. No, like from every shot and thing we do, there's a reason why we're doing that, But like, say for instance, for this page, this is the first page you see. Well, besides the little black welcoming page. And it's an impactful page. But the perspective is a normal perspective. I utilize this big old freaking, wow, I guess I can't draw on it. Let me try to show you guys. And this is kind of like stuff that's going to mind. Again, I'm still growing as an artist. I'm still growing as a storyteller, but use this big old thing here. The wife is in labor. You may not understand that, but you understand something is freaking happening here in this solid thing. Okay, I use these lines, these express lines, as if, you know, shoot, I don't know. I'm focusing you to this area. I'm focusing you because what is happening here is important. I want you to understand this important. The pain that she's going through is important. That was the important part about this chapter, is the pain of what this mother's going through, but what that is bringing. And I feel like how should I say it? Well, this comes back to the heart, my heart as a director, as a storyteller, and just what I feel. I feel that childbirth, a woman birthing a child is like one of the most heroic and powerful and most awesome things on this planet. I don't care about freaking, you know, the strongest superhero. This is, to me, the greatest thing, you know, one of the greatest things ever. And that's me expressing that in this page. That's me expressing that in this entire chapter. That's me showing, I'm trying to show you the strength and the vulnerability that this lady is in, you know, this mother is in, you know, she's birthing a child. I'm trying to show you how sacred and powerful this is, you know. So I'm, in my mind, that's why I'm doing these shots, you know. In my mind, that's why I'm making color. I'm gonna add color here because I want to show that life is coming. This child is coming into the earth realm, you know. Blood, life, water, you know, all this kind of stuff, breaking. Because this is actually the child actually first touching earth, because it's still in the water right here. It's still, so it's kind of like the baby's still in the womb. So when it breaks this line, it's like, yo, this child is here in this realm. So there's so many different things. There's reasons. I know I'm getting all freaking deep, but that's what this is to me, you know. Yeah, that same thing too. Like, and I'm not even women sometimes, like, to have a life in your body and then have to go through birthing a baby, like, that is insane to me. Like, the pressure or just the things that would be going in a mother's mind, and then when you see the mother go through that, you know, it's just like, I feel like you can't replicate it. You can't, you know, and I think that's why it's so interesting from a male perspective, me telling the story, and just me telling the story about a daughter. I think it's so interesting, and I pray a lot about it. I pray a lot about why I'm so drawn to trying to tell this story, and that it can be a blessing to people coming from the perspective that it's coming from a male, coming from a man that wants to be a father, a man that, you know, sees the beauty in a child and in people and stuff like that. So yeah, so as I'm going about the pages, like, again, I guess that's why you want to know what your story is. Why do you feel about it? How do you feel about these things? You know, I think that's a lot of times people are like, oh, hurry up with your story, or hurry up, you know, but it's like, it's a life form. It can't, especially if you want to say something with it, you know. Then you want to make those choices that really replicate that, you know. Again, the mother, the baby, you know, just, you know, and everything that I decided to choose to show, and you know, I don't even know if I could talk about everything, but yeah, it all, like, if I could say anything, Kendall, continue to learn the heart of what you're trying to say, of your story, and come at your sketches and your ideas from that point of what you're trying to say. And what's so cool is that what I may be trying to say with this, people maybe only get like 1% of that, and a lot of times other people are going to have their own perspective of what they've received from it, you know. And I just realized, like, that's because everybody's grown up different. They have different, you know, we've all grown up different. So what you guys may take from this story may be totally different than what is in my heart to project, you know. Now I want my goals to, because just as humans, I want to connect with you guys of what I feel. And that's my goal, is to do that. However, it's like I can't control you to feel how I feel. And you may get something totally different from this. And as long as it's good for you, as it's good for the audience, then you're good. You know what I mean? It's really a faith walk, I feel like, you know, movie making, comic making, story making, you know, because I could have did any shot, any kind of thing. This little banter between the husband and wife, that's just to kind of show you the kind of relationship that they have. Like, and I'm just doing that in one page. I could have used so many more pages. I could have did this and did that, but I was like, okay, cool. I want this comic to be short. So I just want to kind of give a little bit of their joking, of their, you know, even in a stressful position, where they stand with each other, you know, the love of the father, you know, again, all that stuff was important to me, because it's important to me, and I wanted to display it, you know. So yeah, and I think a lot of it is like comboing, what I always call like comboing. It's like telling a lot of things in one shot. And oh, that's a vibe right here. Let me turn this up a little bit. Like again with this. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna break this down of how I came at it, this shot right here. And there's like, even when I think about it, there's a lot that you can feel from this. Let me see, how should I like go about it? One, I wanted to show the oneness of this couple. You know, when you're married, you become one flesh, right? So I wanted to show the oneness. I wanted to show the oneness in this, that they're in this together. Yes, it's the woman that is birthing. It's the woman that is has the child. But I wanted to show how the husband is a part of this union. And if you look right here, look at this. What is that? I don't even know if you guys recognize this. That's the cool stuff. This is my own little backyard secrets. Now for me, this is him praying. This is him speaking or saying something to her that you do not know. He could be, and that's the intimacy in their relationship. Or, you know, and I think there's a specialty about that. Just like I was talking to I'm gonna read y'all comments in a second, talking about the intimacy in a marriage. Again, I'm not married. I do want to be married one day, but there are some things that's just between you and your wife, or you and your husband, you know, you and your loved one, that only you should know, you know. When you are like, let's go here. Let's talk about, no, let me not go there. I was going to talk about sex and how that should be an intimate place between you two. You know, that's something special for you two, not for you 5'10", whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so this is a moment of that. Sex had brought him here, right? So this is the continuation of that intimacy as they're bringing this child. You know, so it goes that deep with me, you know, this story goes that deep, you know. So when it came to making this image, that's why this is that. And it comes down to this, just 2 images a page, but it had to mean something. This image at the bottom showing this pain. And then again, like these words too. Again, this is the chapter that's up right now. I may edit it for later. I may change some of this dialogue and all this kind of stuff, but I wanted to show this of course, this intensity, this purity. Okay, my computer's thinking right now. This intense pureness of it, and a thing that this is natural, like that you're naturally set to win, and that this is kind of like what she is putting in her head. This is the most scariest moment. This is something she's never been through. It's such a powerful moment, and she is building herself up to get through it. Her husband's there, but she's the one that's going through it. So I did not show him here. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I want to cry right now. I'm getting so emotional about this. But this is how deep, and this is so funny because this is just the prologue, guys. This is just the prologue. But when it comes like, you know, the drive that I have, this is why I drive so hard, because I emotionally am feeling what I'm trying to tell people, what I want to give to this world, how powerful I think this is, how powerful I think a mother is. And that's a huge part of this entire comic. Yes, there's going to be fighting, shooting, and action, and all that kind of stuff, and that mess is dope, and heroism, and great characters, and character building, and all this other crazy stuff. But I'm coming back to the notion of a mother and how powerful a mother is. I already told Kai what the end of this story is. Don't tell anyone. But that's how I come up with these images. This is how I come up with this story. It comes from my heart, and that's why I'm trying to become a better artist, so I can translate that to as many people. I'm learning about the face and muscles, and you know, I'm looking at things to get that, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see if I have a breakdown in this face. You know, this is this goes deep. It goes deep for me, man. Let me see. Oh man, this thing is like freezing. Let me read y'all stuff. Hold on, let me see if I even have the sketch of this. Oh, look at, that's where we started off. I was like, I want this shot like this. Your boy in the director room, like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. People are like, what is that? I'm like, I know what it is. This was the previous shot, so I was gonna have the father and like his hands here, and I was like, no, we're not gonna have that. So again, even when I do have something, you're tooling it, and this is the rough, and I'm looking at references, I'm looking at angry faces and stuff like that, your boy getting in work, we cleaned it up a little bit. Then we got some lines and all that kind of stuff added. I think I just blurred the lines. Y'all know how I do it. Blurred lines. Oh yeah. Shoot. I think I went over with some raw inks. I think I did that in Krita. Again, I wanted that rawness. I wanted it to feel. I want you to really feel it. We are made to win. Body, you know what to do. Be at peace. It's so crazy because it's like not a peaceful moment. Dang, am I speaking in the mic? But she is speaking peace into herself. Like this, bringing this life into the earth realm is one of the most like precious, holiest things. And it's such a contrast, but yeah, so that's your boy directing, guys. That's what we're doing. That's why your boy goes so hard. That's why we gotta study and know these body stuff like that. Okay, let me look at you guys' comments. Okay, effective with the least amount of words. Yeah, it does. Like this, what we're doing, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot, and B doing the storyboards, like everything. This is a head banger. It is a problem solver. We're trying to solve problems. It's a lot of things going on. How do I translate this without language? Again, we have the ability to speak to the entire world with images without even the words. I really want this to go around the world. So like, I think of the story, I think of the visuals first, mostly before I think of the dialogue or think of the dialogue leading the story. I want the visuals to pretty much lead the story. Oh my gosh, my little dog. Okay. Okay, let me read some more. Any form of art is also an expression, the artist, of how they see the world. Yeah, so even when you read Rok-Mo's comics involving different characters in a fantasy world, you get a glimpse of how, very true. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, so Kai, from me, my perspective, that's what he's doing. He is speaking in tongues, for somebody else, maybe he's whispering. Somebody else, they may not even see that. They may be like, oh, he's speaking some magic. I don't know. But that's what he's doing. He's calling, he's asking, he's calling on the spiritual energy to get her through. Let's see. I watched you. Sorry. You were coming from. Yeah. That's really interesting, bro. That's something I'm trying to do. Yeah. So, and what I'm trying to do now, especially like, it's just kind of really detach myself. I find that, like, this is just me personally. It's easy for me to, for like, say, my friends and people, to get so involved in loving what they're doing. Let me turn the music down if it's too loud for y'all. It's a little rock banger right here. Will this fit what I say? Let me change the emotion. It's actually right now I'm trying to detach more from. Okay, Miyazaki. Kindle. I don't know if you went and watched that documentary. Maybe I'll try to drop the link in for you guys too. But I love Miyazaki. I love this dude. I think this dude is he's just awesome. I'm gonna drop the link in the in the chat. But this guy gets away. He gets away from everybody when he's gonna go and freaking create his story, and I love that. I think that's an awesome thing that we all should do. Get away, get to ourselves. You can just use pencil, paper, whatever. Get away and just try to feel what's in your heart. Try to write what's in your mind. Try to get that thing, because what you're getting is the heartbeat of what you're doing, the heartbeat of your story. And this is going to be something that's special and important to you. Like, again, there's so many things that's so important to the story. That's why I haven't given up on it. It's like a breathing life. I cannot give up on it, and I want to treat it correctly. It's like a child. You know what I'm saying? I want for it to have the best life ever. So what's really cool, what I like about Miyazaki, he gets away just by himself. And you'll see him work and try to figure out ideas. You'll see him struggle with it, and just the filmmaking process is a struggle. It's a battle. It's a real battle, which, we get to take on. Let's be excited about it though. Because we get to have our own adventure, in making a story and trying to translate something to people. Get away. Like I told y'all, if y'all listen to the podcast, your boy be praying. I get away. At least I try to. Pray about these things, pray about these shots, pray about this, and just pray and just study. Looking at what different directors do. I love film. Looking at, just picking away things, thinking of how I can combo. Like this right here. This is a sketch page. I'm not really sure if I've seen anybody draw like a whole sketch. It's just him working. The whole thing is about him working. This whole chapter is about him working. So I was like, you know what? Let me just show him working. Let me show, I don't know if you guys ever had to do some kind of crazy artwork. That is not where you had to you just out there for hours. I wanted to just show it. And it's I'm gonna just fill this page up with sketches of him doing it. I'm not gonna this whole thing does not tell, he is not gonna tell you what he's doing. You're gonna see him do it. I want you guys to feel what's going on, kind of feel the weight of the father. You know, at the end, you know, you hear from the wife that she understands, and because of their intimacy, she already knows what's going on in his head. She knows that he's worried. She knows that, you know. And I want to show that that's that kind of relationship that they have, that they know each other, you know, and that she's actually there for him, you know. So all these things are swimming in my head, and so I'm always trying to figure out how to, you know, how do I tell that? How do I bring her into this environment and show what's going on and show where he's at, and you know, thinking of not the geometry, but thinking of the layout of the land. Hopefully people are not lost. Where is she? Where is she coming from? You know, and that could be happening. That's just maybe me needing to grow as a director or as a person that's staging. If you get kind of lost, I'm gonna change the track real quick. This will be a banger, but not right now. So yeah, let's see. Okay, double page spread. Yeah. I really like watching behind the scene animation movie. Yeah, get better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, watch all that stuff. Get the goodies. Oh, dope. Yeah. So, but, and we're all different, you know. So how Kai could come up with her pages. That's why I like looking at what people are doing. You know, how Kendall, how you'll come up with your pages. B, how I haven't even seen any of all these storyboards he's done. I've seen a little bit, but it's cool to like kind of peek and see what people are doing, their thoughts and stuff like that. So, yep. Okay. All right. So we talked a lot about the comic. I think I'm awake. And let me just say this, even with this story, like, or these pages, I don't want to put myself down. I'm still growing. There could have probably been a better way that I could have laid this out, you know, laid out this story. This still could be very confusing to everybody of what is happening. I think that's why I was gonna say I'm using these as like test comics, but they actually apply. But no, I'm doing this for real. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to execute, to tell you the truth. But we're gonna just keep getting better at executing, is what I want to say. And so for us to go create, finish, work on finishing. That's one of the things I'm trying to do. Work on finishing and then progressing on forward and looking at the stuff that we did. Like, okay, if I didn't do this, then, you know, I wouldn't be at chapter 300 or whatever it is, you know. So, okay, I'm gonna put this mic down, have that mess really close to myself to talk. I think I'm going to, just for this last little bit, maybe just draw. Brain has been kind of going. Just that. And it's kind of cool to kind of look at the comic and explain stuff, explain my brain, explain what's going on in my mind. Because I usually don't get a chance to do that. Yeah, I think I was just gonna sketch my character for the last part of this thing. Cool, let me read some of the comments. But you seem to be going crazy so far, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yes, exactly. So in there with the same thing, like getting feedback, growing, and continuing on. Yes. Okay. Actually, I feel like I want to take something that I've already been doing and let me just look through something just to kind of get stuff going. Kind of sketch that I had Blue. What I want? You guys are looking at the. You're looking at my secrets. It's a vibe right here. I think this is who is this? I think it's I was gonna say Nomak. It's not Nomak. It is what's my boy's name? I'm like, I just want to look at it. Yeah, Michita. The freaking G. Oh, flip flop art, fan art. Oh shoot. I know you couldn't even see it, but yeah, your boy is trying to do some flip flop fan art. Actually, I think I have another one. Matter of fact, Kai, since you're here, let me just go to it. I thought I had two. I was gonna surprise you with like when you did a release. I was gonna like post it, be like, yo, check out Kai's freaking dope comic. No, I had another one. Drawing out the homie. So what the freak? I had another version of this. I want to find it real quick. Hold on, guys. Did I go back to it? Bo. I thought I did. Sorry, Kai. Can't find it. Oh my gosh, did it get erased? What the heck is gone? I don't know where it is, but I had like an inking and all this stuff, but it was like really legit, and I don't know where it's at. And I feel very bad that I don't know. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'll just go over this. Matter of fact, since you're here, Kai. Dorian? Dr. Dorian? I'm about to call him Darius. Dang it. No, this sucks because I had the inking and it's not here. But let's just do it because sometimes I don't like inking in this program. I like inking with Vita. But I'll just do some fun inking right now. I think of how I'll think in my mind. And I don't have any ref, so this cool guy. Dorian is a character of Kai's for Flip Flop. So I'm drawing a fan art of the character that I was gonna surprise her with, but she's already here, so I was like, what the freak? So her style is so freaking dope to me. It's just like, oh my gosh. And I think I wanted to try and do like, you know, like study from her style to try to get the kind of feel that like she gives her characters. Always really reminds me of I was gonna like pull the book up. Reminds me of like kind of like Santo Inoue, and it reminds me of even like has some Takahiko Inoue as well. Your boy Slam Dunk Vagabond, but also reminds me a lot of one of my favoriteest manga artists. Maybe I'll bring. I think I already showed her. Sorry guys. And I just like how she translates the ideas of her characters, the way like they feel very real, and just her style of like what is currently going on as far as like fashion, as far as like culture, or you know. And then she has just this whole faith side, and you know, light versus dark in her works. And I love the idea of Flip Flop. I love how in I believe it's like chapter 2 where they're talking about hey, Kai's gonna look way better when I'm done. I'm just spitballing right now while I'm on stream because I don't like this. I don't like what's happening, but I'm just gonna like rock with it right now. Where it says about those things that people call foolish, I call wise. I forget what part it was, but I was like, oh my god, if she's really gonna do this dopeness with this story and this flip flop, like I'm like, oh my gosh, she's got a hitter. Like she's got a hitter under her hands, and I'm just excited to see what she's gonna do with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on the bandwagon. Let me be first in line. Let me support this mess. So yeah, like I don't want to ink in this program. I don't want to ink like this. I like inking in Manga Studio, but after I did a pre-inking in Krita, so that's why I don't know, just something I just right now. So but yeah, I just wanted to like try to draw her character. This is just like a sketch page or whatever, but yeah, showing your boy buff, boy got the bus. Also too, like how she draw males, how that sounds so weird, how she draws males are so dope to me. She makes her dudes look so freaking cool. I'm like, she's so cool. And then like her females too, I'm like, so freaking, like, I don't know, I was just like, it's G, it's super freaking G. So like I don't know, I just wanted to like throw a nod to that and like try to get, you know, just the people that rock with me over to her by doing some fan art of like, you know, over there, some really dope stuff. So yeah, Kai, happy birthday. Oh my gosh. But yeah, your boy Dorian just freaking chilling. This fool's like, but the way she draws them is so freaking chill. Oh my gosh. Go over to let me see, flip X flop on your IG. Y'all probably already see me share some flip X flop, and you can also go to crazed art IG, guys. Check her out, she's a beast. So yeah, I wanted to like get those vibes in, draw it was just like really fun to like draw the character and stuff like that. So but yeah, Kai, that's gonna come soon. Actually, I should probably have this ready before your release. Please let me know before you release so I can have something ready to help bring some people to see some of your dopeness. So yeah, that's a combo. I want that to be on time. You know what I'm saying? So I have to and also too, like cause I, you know, the chapter you're working on right now, Kai, looks so good. I was kind of like, oh, like I don't want you to rush, like this is coming out really good. I don't want you to rush anything, because like it looks like you put a lot of time and a lot of hard work, and you know, taking the thoughts of what like how you said, like, you know, the criticism or the things that people have said, and then bringing that into, you know, at least balancingly bringing that into your vision. That's something I want to say too, because sometimes, man, somebody would say something about my comic and I feel like the whole thing was a wreck, and that's not the case. You know what I mean? They may have something that may be able to add to it. Like Kai, she had told me something about this page the other day, and like it gave me a good idea to change it up. So but I didn't get rid of my entire idea. Maybe if I was younger, I'd have been like, oh man, I freaking messed everything up. Oh, whatever. Thero, fam, what up? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome to the stream. Thero got some goodies. This dude been streaming like every day. This boy at work over here. I be trying to jump in the streams, man. This dude, this fool Thero is at, he working hard. So, but shoot, I don't know where I was going. Yeah, utilize the criticism to further your vision. Your vision is not wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're not wrong. We're correct. We're good. And we're just trying to get better at being good and being better at getting that out there, you know. Let me see, 8:35. Guys, if you guys have anything you guys want to see, let me know. it feels like kind of pressury if I just jumped in on something new, because again, I want to kind of give you guys something that is good, healthy. You're trying to use this time wisely. So I don't know, I may just jump in on something. He was like, I had to take a break. I was freaking overkilling. It was like day 9, day 10. I was like, oh shoot. Matter of fact, I'll bring this up. This is I've been slowly working on these. I wanted to finish these free commissions. This is for Aonics, and so I was I went back in and started working on it. Let me see if I could show you guys where we were at before. It was before that. Hold on. I think this is, oh my gosh, where are white paper. We were freaking doing concepts. We were doing all kind of crazy stuff on that stream, like trying to get that image, and we pretty much got somewhere like this, right? It's like, oh yeah, look at the power, look at the feels, you know, we got here. And so I let that mess rest, and I came back to it a little bit ago. And I actually started having fun with it. This hand thing, that's a problem. But I came inside and just kind of started like filling lines, filling stuff. I gave this chest part, just like gave me inspiration. I just focused on that, and then I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to per se more so just enjoy each part of this thing at this point, because we got the concept, we laid it out, you feel me? And I still changed it because I felt this here was a little, I don't want to kind of say maybe cheesy, kind of too, and so I ended up wanting to like ground it a little bit, almost like think of a baseball bat, think of a batter. Like I was like, that would make more sense for him to be basically, you know, I reworked it. And so like from here on, I've been still just trying to rework it. And now that I look at this first leg, I think I might just go something more like this, but I want to make this make sense. I'm trying to figure out, because again, like I already set the concept, now I changed it. So does everything make sense? Is this leg too short? Would this wrap like this? You know, where's the, you know, the middle of his body is here, crotch, this arm, this leg is going down. The thing is that like I've made things that I fell in love with. Like this is fine. So I fell in love with it, I want to keep it. This, I like this little rendering right here. I want to keep that. So I don't even want to mess with this leg, but this leg may have to change. And that's the part that's kind of I find myself having tough with, because it's like, dang it, I like this little shimmer. I feel I can do something here, but as I'm starting to balance out this, you know, this whole leg may need to change. And I'm like, I kind of have this fear of like, oh, I can't recreate this, oh no. But I gotta realize like, yo, like I can do whatever I want as long as it's solid. It can you know, it can work or whatever. Oh my gosh, what is this? 11:35. Oh my gosh, Kai, you gotta go to sleep. Thero, thanks fam, thanks. Oh my gosh, yeah, but I'm gonna stop the stream in a little bit because I'm probably gonna go to bed. I need to eat too. But oh yeah, I gotta talk to a friend afterwards too, so I'm gonna be up a little bit. Boy, kind of got a little energy after hanging out with you guys. Thank you guys. You guys brought out some goodness up in here. Oh, kind of drew an old thing, but yeah. So we basically kind of got here, and I looked at a reference for this leg, and to tell you the truth, guys, I'm not feeling this. I'm not, because again, now I have to. I'm thinking of all these things, like instead of just thinking of like the gesture or the guest gesture. Well, I'm always saying that wrong. Like now I gotta think about the color. I gotta think about the values. You know, is this working? And think about anatomy. All that stuff is in my head now as I'm trying to do this, and I'm like, this does not look right. And I've been like tinkering at it, And I'm like, this is sometimes I don't like doing heavy drawings like this, because when I run into a problem, I'm like, okay, there goes 3 hours. Like, I had to change it, you know. But I also enjoy it. I also love it. I love how rich we're getting with this, you know. So that's my dilemma with this right now. I thought I started to draw. That was another one of the concepts we had. So we were going all over the place with this one. This is his character. So have a little. Just a vibe. Let me turn this up, yo. Just freaking chillax, y'all. Freaking go to rest. Sleep with this one. Let's see. Also gotta get on the stream one day. Oh yeah. I think I want to have my stream similar to a podcast where it's an art. Yeah. Oh yes, please. We need places like that for us. Definitely. Podcasts, us artists talking to each other, like realizing, oh yeah, it's another human being who's going through similar struggles. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. Dang it, I don't know what happened to that thing. But yeah, guys, it was cool kind of sharing you guys a little bit about all this stuff, all this feeling, the baby, you know, then here too, last part of the page. And even like, again, this comic, like, I feel like before I go into print, I'm gonna go back over these pages. So that's why I'm like, okay, look, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because when we print it, I may be able to fully kind of. Hold on, guys. Like, I got so many different things open, streaming and all this stuff. My computer is like, bro, what are you trying to do here? But yeah. And I just wanted to emotionally kind of bring you guys in here. Colors are even still loose, and I don't know if I was doing that artistically or just trying to be quick, but I wanted it to feel mushy, I guess you would say. I wanted it to be a very emotional, like, authentic type of feel for these last ones. Not like a clear-cut stuff like that, but just a very for you to kind of fill in the gaps with certain things, you know. But that's kind of why I went like the way I did. She's our daughter. This is our daughter. That is the daughter. That is our main character, the baby, the daughter. This is a huge part in the story. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that happened about whose daughter am I. Story goes deep, guys. We're just scaving at the surface. We're just picking away. But as we get into it, and as the story builds, you'll be like, this is a lot deeper than just shooting. Oh, shoot. Chantel, I hear how I made it. Welcome. Wait, I'm trying to figure out which Chantel is this. I'm not sure. Chantel, share who you are. Share who you are on the interwebs or unless this is who I think it is, and maybe I'm just confused. Your boy tired. Okay, but yeah, so the daughter, exactly. The daughter without the freaking ninja mask and the freaking fighting skills and all this kind of stuff. It is the daughter. It is the light. The daughter of light, or whatever. So yeah, we'll peek into this page too. Let's see. But yeah, your boy's gonna be revisiting all this, so we're gonna move on. Oh, that's what I thought it was done. Okay, from the picture. Okay. What up? Welcome. Welcome to the streamy. Welcome. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh yeah, you guys can donate if you guys want to support me. Thank you, Brandon and Kai, for supporting and donating last stream. Very grateful. Some of the first donations I've ever gotten. So grateful for you guys. Thank you. That went into the pot for some new tools here that we're saving up for. Keep them in a specific place called my PayPal. So yeah. But yeah, here, baby was very red. I wanted to show this baby, this bloody baby. That's a weird way to put it, but this alive, new, fresh being shooting up from the water. And I did have the mother's legs more in this shot, but just trying to make it, because I want us to know where this baby came from. You know, it is a very mature type of story, but it's also a life story, a pure story, you know. So originally I believe there was her legs kind of in this, but it's just really, it's a very touchy subject, and I wanted to make sure that this nobody kind of gets drawn away from where I'm trying to bring the story. But we still have this water here, and that was, you know, from the upshot and everything like that. And you see the father, and what I like how she is the one, because at first I had them both talking, but I wanted to show the intimacy with the mother, because she's basically telling the other lady, like, no, this is my daughter, like this daughter is not going to be taken away. You know, she just went through birthing the daughter, holding the daughter in her belly for 9 months, you know, like there is a connection, there is a deep bond, mother and daughter bond. And I was originally having the father and the mother at this point saying, no, this is our daughter, but I felt led to just have the mother say that, as it's like so ingrained into the nature of a mother and how nature fends for her daughter and things like that. So that's why in our last page, she's the one that says it. At first I was gonna have them both say it or say something to it, but I also wanted him be there, his hands to protect, his hand, he is the protector, you know. And even here, you know, look at the father. You guys, your boy, like, these are why I'm making the shots that I'm doing, because this is what I'm trying to show in these characters. I'm trying to show in this relationship, trying to show in this mother and father, how the father is going to be there to protect and is going to be there to love, and is this big mass trying to cover them all as she holds them all dear. You know what I mean? This is the heart of the story. So that's why I made a lot of the choices I made. Dang, I felt like this is a little breakdown episode. There's a lot of breakdown, which is really fun because I don't get to talk about this with anybody. It's so lonely in this room in my head, you know what I mean? So it's just, thank you guys for being here to hear how I broke down these shots, or broke down the ideas, broke down the methods of why I did certain things. You know, shot of the mouth, her mouth, breathing, going, and then, you know, we go into, you know, this page, you know. So yeah, that's why we did a lot of what we did. So yeah, yes guys, we are storytellers, we are directors. We are putting together we're putting together monuments here. We're putting together things that will live on and breathe on, you know, for a long time. So it's okay for us to take time with it. It's okay that we care about it. It's okay that we love it. And it's okay that people may not understand it. That's fine. They don't have to understand it right now. They may never understand it. Maybe a lot of people won't. But this is important. This is our hearts. And we can go in as hard as we want in on these stories. We can go in as hard as we want on studying, you know, the figures, studying, you know, perspective and all this kind of stuff to translate our environments, translate things to help us understand where our characters are at, you know, all this kind of stuff like that, you know. So it is okay. And I'm telling you this because I'm telling myself this. Okay, that these things take time. Because these things are going to live on. They're going to live on, guys. They're going to live on. Okay, cool. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Other than that, we're pretty much done with this stream. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you guys like this. Like, comments, like, do all that stuff again. We're trying to grow the channel. It's really crazy because I can get so much out of just coming to these streams. Even when like right now it says 6 people are here. One's probably including me, so maybe 5 people are here. I get a lot out of this. I have a lot of peace in my heart, and I enjoy sharing what I can with you guys. I enjoy learning with you guys. You guys can also, your critiques and all that stuff too. So man, I just thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for being here. Support each other. Love each other. Work together with each other, guys. We are growing, moving up. These stories will hit the atmosphere. Yeah. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Daryl. Yeah, we got a lot more coming. A lot more coming. Besides the prologue, which is I'm excited about getting into the main story with you guys, and possibly still just doing prologues as we go along. So, dang, this is a little banger right here. Waiver 64, guys, check them out. Thanks, Kendall, for dropping through again. I was gonna try to find you a video, so I gotta look up a good one for you. I might just make one. But yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here. Also, to you guys at the top, you guys want to download this wallpaper. It's the first comment in the stack. Go ahead and click that. The file is there. And then on the Patreon, I may put I'll just put the video up of me working actually on it, and you can see how ugly it was at first. So yeah, I shouldn't say that. How cool it became. Let's speak positivity here. Let's speak life. Thanks, Kai, for coming in. B, thanks again, bro. Also, you guys, listen to the podcast. Me and Brandonian, we had a great sharing of opening up to each other. Actually talked on some really deep things for both of us, and that yeah, we got very vulnerable about some certain things, but I believe that vulnerability will just open up more conversations for other people to have with themselves. So check out the podcast, you guys. You can like that. Go to my, let me see if I can drop a link for you guys just in case. I'm trying to get better at trying to get this stuff out there, so let me see if I can get that to you guys real quick. Hold on. But yeah, you guys, thank you guys for the supportage, man. Let me copy this real quick. Throw this up in here real quick. Thanks. Oh yeah, and then Kendall went to the episode, so it's really good. Thank you guys for the like. Says I got 3 likes. Cool. Thank you guys so much for that. Also, too, if you haven't liked, you can just press the like button just real quick. It powers up the video. Okay. I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, DM me, anything like that. You guys got any power-ups, uplifting, any cool videos, guys want to support, you can always do that through the Patreon. You can do that through the donation link. Saving up for actually a display drawing screen. I'm really excited about using that, and also too freaking camera, so you guys can see me, and I might also shoot myself drawing on that screen with that camera, with that like webcam. thinking of probably getting like a Logitech or something like that. So we'll see. So we're saving up, we're working, we're doing things, but we just want to keep bringing the goodness and just keep upping the quality and all that stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna turn up this vibe real quick because I really like it as I end out. Yeah, man, this was fun. I think I'm about done. Yeah, I think I'm done. I want to say something cool, but I think we said everything. You guys said goodbye already, so we're gonna get out the stream. You guys have a freaking awesome night. Sleep well. It is well with you. Pray blessings over you, safety, especially in these times, of your family, protection, love yourself, enjoy your work, fight hard, pick up your axe, pick up your tools. Let's keep striving for it. Let's keep moving forward. We are powerful people, and we deserve to be victorious. I just speak life into you guys, speak life into myself, and let's keep growing. Let's change this world. Let's get our stuff out there. Keep going. Okay, cool, guys. I'm gonna get off, and you guys have an awesome night. Be blessed. Catch you guys. All right.